Good day, viewers. Walter here. My viewers will recall that I was doing a medical update. My viewers will recall that I had a CT scan done on my medical situation, and that'd be a good place to start today's vlog as I do a bit of a off the cuff, I should say, medical update. Just speaking from memory, I got no special order of which to talk to you. But the word, newest word in my vocabulary is adenocarcinoma. Well, why would you want to learn a big old $5 word like that? Well, when you find out you got some of that. And that's what I was diagnosed with, adenocarcinoma of the colon. Now let's look at Notepad here. Adenocarcinoma is a type of cancer that starts in cells and makes up the skin or the tissue lining of organs such as the liver, the kidney. Like other types of cancer, carcinomas are abnormal cells that divide without control. And that's adenocarcinoma of the colon. And I also noticed on a website a while ago, what is the current survival rates right now overall for every 100 people diagnosed with colorectal cancer? About 65 are expected to be doing well after 5 years later. This number helps to understand the big picture of how people with this type of cancer are doing thanks to the treatments available. Well, that gives me a little hope. Maybe not 100%, I'll take 65 over 0% any day. I'm getting too far away from my microphone. I noticed that the other day. I had trouble getting my volume adjusted. I don't need to be talking to everybody in the house when I'm trying to talk towards this microphone. Anyway, after my colonoscopy, and they told me that I needed to go get a part of my colon removed, I balked and I didn't want to do that. But after talking to my doctor down here 2.5 weeks when they finally ground to calling me back, it turns out I had much choice. I got to do that if I want any hope at all to survive, because from the way the doctor discussed it to me, this mass that's growing in my colon can get bigger and bigger until the point, well, to be blunt, it'll just block up your bowels and you'll be throwing the stuff up instead of going in the toilet. I don't look forward to nothing like that, so I figured we better go get it done. So I went and got the CT scan done. Well, CT ain't nothing to that. It costs a lot of money, but they got a big old machine you lay on a table and they run you in and out after you drink a bunch of barium, some kind of milkshake looking stuff. When it, I guess, reflects whatever is spread in your system. And what they're looking for is to see if the cancer has already spread to other parts of your body. That was the purpose in the CT scan. And they wanted that before they even think about lining me up for surgery. Well, I got the results back today on the CT scan. Well, let's back up a little bit. Yesterday I went to see the surgeon. And the surgeon drawed me a picture. And I'm going to show it to you now. Viewers that might not want to discuss a surgical procedure should be warned that's what I'm fixing to do. I've got it copied right here in my program in my computer. Now this drawing you're looking at was drawn by my surgeon, and because I wanted him to explain it to me. Now, if you see my cursor here where this black dot is, let's say, well, it's not my cursor, that's a bucket of paint. But it'll make a good pointer since I'm in the paint program. So say that's the growth in my colon. This long big section here going all the way around is your colon, or otherwise known as the large intestines. Now I'm just quoting by memory as to what the doctor said. This wiggly line right down here in the middle, that's your small intestines. They connect to your colon on this left side over here. This little part sticking down would be your appendix. I don't have any of those. But the food and liquids from the food that you ingest comes out of the little intestines, goes into the large intestines or the colon, and fills up around here and comes out the rectum. But the purpose that I never realized what the colon is for, but the way he explained it, this is liquid coming out of your small intestines, and the colon absorbs all the liquids and turns your food waste into a solid, which is feces, of course, and your body absorbs the liquids. Okay, what he's talking about doing, I don't need too much how it works. See this line drawn right here by the X? That's where they're going to cut my colon right here. They're going to cut this off here. They're going to cut it off right down here where the small intestines comes out. And they're going to grab this. They're working with a robotic surgery. The robotic surgery is something new. It's supposed to be a quicker recovery time rather than cut your stomach wide open. So that's what I've opted to do. So say once they cut it off here and cut it off here, and I'm sure they got to disconnect all this stuff from tissues or whatever else is holding your large intestines in the right side of your body. I'm sure they got to get all that loose too. And they'll just cut us 4 or 5 places in your stomach where they can stick this robot in there and work. And they'll just pull this section from here to here right out of me through whatever cut they got cut on there. So this part will be gone. Right here where they cut it off, they're going to pull this down here and attach it to the small intestine and sew it together. This part won't be here, it'll be gone. But you still got, this is only about 1/3 of your colon. You still got 2/3 of your colon here that would still plenty enough to absorb the liquids that your body excretes. And that's the way he explained it. I don't look forward to it, but they're going to have me in the hospital for probably 3 or 4 days at the very least. And I'm sure I'll be on probably just liquids or no diet at all. I got to give it time to heal up. But evidently the recovery time is not as hard when they worked on you with this robot. 2 different doctors are going to be doing it, and they had to schedule the surgery as quick as possible. They want to do it ASAP. They got the results back from the CT scan yesterday, and the doctor called me this morning and said that there was no metastatic changes in the glands and the lymph nodes in the rest of my body from the CT scan, which is good. That means it hasn't metastasized yet. So the cancer is still contained, hopefully, right here in the part of the colon they're going to take out. But that's one good thing if it hadn't metastasized. Sometime, it looks like it'll be probably early in May now that the surgery is scheduled. I was thinking early in April, but they got to get everything lined up. Sometime early in May I'll be going through this procedure. In the meantime, I'll continue to make some vlogs and keep you up to date. I went to the doctor today and got a cardiac clearance from my heart doctor for the surgery. Got that much done right away. They said they wanted ASAP. The surgeon did. So that's where we are with that. That's just my explanation. I'm not a doctor. my explanation of, well, he wrote it right here. What does it say? Hemocolectomy. C-O-L-E, that means colon. Hemocolectomy. That's what they call this surgery. And from what I've seen on the Google, I didn't want to read too much on Google. You read too much on there, it'll scare the hell out of you. And I'm scared enough already. But I look forward, and I've decided that I'm going to think positive and everything's going to be all right for old Walter. They said it is a cancer, and it is malignant, but it hasn't metastasized, which is good. I don't know if I'll wind up getting radiation or whatever, and I appreciate all the kind words from viewers who wish me well. And in the meantime, I'm going to continue making my little vlogs. Occasionally I'll do a medical update for you. And I'm sure any questions you may have that I could answer, I will answer. Let's see, I made a couple of notes over here. Was there anything I forgot to mention? I've got several visits coming up to go to the doctor to talk about what I got to do to get ready for the surgery. I had to go and meet with an anesthesiologist. And then, in the meantime, they're lining up my surgery as soon as they can fit me in for the robot surgery. They can do the old-fashioned kind of surgery, just cutting you from one end to the other and taking it out that way. But evidently, the recovery time is a lot longer when you do it that way. And it might seem quite gruesome to talk about this subject, but I don't have no choice. And so I'm going to face it like a man, and whatever comes, whatever happens will happen. It's Pwalpar wishing everybody well, and I appreciate you tuning into my vlogs. Appreciate all the kind words and encouragement that I've received from so many viewers. So I'm going to conclude today's vlog, medical update, to keep it from being so drawn out. We'll catch you on the flip. Oh, I got a bunch more grass cutting videos. In fact, I might mix some of them up with some of my vlogs. We're going to catch y'all after a while. It's Pwalpar saying, take care.